Grand Risings and Rich Risings, Savory Risings and Wealthy Risings family. Kendra Nicole, aka the Sage of Aquarius here. On my way home from work, and I know it's been a minute since I posted. Of course, I'm going through the exact same stuff that I was going through when I first had my channel up. It's like slow uploading, but I'm gonna try my best to push through to see, what happens. I do have plans to show up differently on this platform than I did last time. But I hopped on here today because it was needed. There's something needed. I've been getting a lot of messages. I've been seeing a lot of things esoterically. For instance, by the end of this month, sidereally speaking, Saturn is about to move into Pisces. So, what I've been seeing on a regular basis ever since I was 3, even up to this point, a lot of people are going to start to see, because Pisces is the energy. It is the water messenger for the Most High, the ancestors, the Netters. Those on the other side of the realm. You have the Cancerian, I hate that word, scarab energy that speaks from a motherly nature. Then you have the Scorpio energy, which speaks from the depths of the root chakra. It speaks more so to our connection with the physical. So you have the spirit, which is Pisces. You have the mind, which is the scarab. You have the Scorpio, which is the physical. All zodiacs carry those 3 energies. So with the air sign, you have Aquarius. Aquarius is the spiritual. It deals with the binary. Then you have Libra, which deals with the mind, the moral, the ethics. And then you have Gemini, which deals with the physical attributes, the balance of the feminine and the masculine energy. No, actually back that up. It's Aquarius. Then there's Gemini. I forgot about Gemini. Gemini deals with the physical and spiritual, which is the mind. Right brain, left brain. And then you have Libra, which deals with the physical. Still morals and ethics. I said that right. Y'all, I'm a little bit tired, not from work, but because of what is happening within me. As a sage, sages are born, they're not made. And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I'm just simply speaking what is being given to me by the vibrations of what's happening around us. Sages are born. You cannot do anything in the physical realm, the external realm, in order to connect to the spiritual realm. Although some people will use witchcraft or Wiccan tendency, rituals. Let me say it that way, because I don't want to be disrespectful to the people who actually do rituals and stuff in a certain way to get a certain energy to manifest. But sages, we do not have to burn candles. We don't have to leave food at the altar or anything, because we believe in a different way. Not believe, sorry, we see. There is no more belief, there is only seeing at this point. And a lot of y'all will get that understanding after Saturn moves into Pisces. Now, I do sidereal because I connect with what is, not what's to become, not based on a system. Because I did some research a little bit of research. I did a little bit of hand research where I was like looking up stuff, trying to, reading different books, and then of course I went to Chat GPT to get an understanding. Okay, what really were they doing? Were these scientists doing? These philosophers doing? And what does it mean to be on the tropical zodiac, and what does it mean to be on the sidereal zodiac? And of course, it's simple. The tropical zodiac was created to follow and be systematic to seasons. Now, there are some of us who know that there should not be seasons. There should be one temperature. However, they've broken up into 4 seasons, which is kind of crazy to me, because how my body operates, you're telling me that every 28 days is when I do my release. So within, so without. So above, so below. So there's only 28 days. That's why February was chosen as Black History Month. Because it was the only month with the 28 days. But if you calculate it right, every month has 28 days, and you can actually start to calculate if you want to do a calculation of the season, of like the times of change. When I started looking up into the sky and I started to observe how nature itself was performing, I noticed that whenever the moon and sun would meet during the day, that's when I knew that the temperature was about to change. That's when I knew that the hour, that the times that were at hand were changing. And so I calculate based on that. Also, studying sidereally, there are 14 houses, not 12. You have Orion, and then you have and I hope I don't butcher it. A lot of people pronounce it differently, but I'm doing the old school phonics. Ophiuchus, Ophiuchus, and I'm gonna get it down packed once I finish studying Latin. I'm gonna get that. And it's important that you pronounce things correctly because of the vibration of it. So you have those two, and both are feminine energies. Although they drew the artwork that they drew for the zodiac, they said Orion was a man. That's not possible, because you have the Sirius star system. A man cannot give birth. Hello, that's natural sense right there. Then you have Ophiuchus, who is like a medicine person, the alchemist, the snake charmer. That is divine feminine energy. We carry that. We naturally exude that. That is our biological, chemical structure within the divine feminine. Where the hell did that just come from? The divine feminine can actually heal and transmute. And it could be because we're receptive energies. We receive. We don't take. To take is a masculine energy. It's an actionable energy, whereas receiving is allowing to be what is. And then we transmute, we guide it along. We do that. But that's not so much as like a forceful or fiery action. That's water. That's air. Masculine energy is fire and earth. Y'all forgive me. I'm up here and it's just coming out. It's just flowing out. And it'll make sense. This is like another daily drive. This is what I do on a regular basis. Now that I've learned to operate a vehicle. Well, I've always known how to operate a vehicle. It's just that I lacked the awareness. I lacked the instinct to know when to put on the brakes, when to push the gas, to be aware of other drivers, and be aware of like if they're swerving or if they're going to turn, when they're going to hit the blinker. Because when I tell you, I've only been driving for 7 months, and already I have numerous road rage here in Georgia, because half of these motherfuckers don't know how to drive. And excuse me, I'm using passion words. If I'm ever on a daily drive and I start using passion words, that means that my energy is being irritated and annoyed we can go 55 to 60 on this road, and this person is only going 40, and I'm trying to figure out what the is going on. But I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. Okay, they just put their blinker on. Maybe they. Okay, they. Okay. Okay, they were turning. They were looking for something. They're probably a DoorDash or Uber driver. Now I have to be aware of those. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm 39. I'm on my 39th ascension, about to go into my 40th ascension, and I'm like having to deal with all of this at once instead of gradually taking this on, like from 15 up to now, right? I had to like absorb all of this all at once, and sometimes that's gonna happen. Sometimes it's gonna happen. Oh, that dog got hit. I think that dog got hit. Lord, keep your ass out the road, dog. Sorry. So anyhow, with that, a lot of us are going to be receiving things, and it's going to come a lot faster because of the times that we're in, because of your awareness, because of where you are. Where there's that saying that, you know, God, for the sake of context and conversation, some of y'all on here still believe in the He God. And they tell you when things turn around for you, they're gonna happen a lot faster than they would have had you received it, you know, in the past. For instance, going to school, earning my bachelor's degree, where the tradition was 4 years. Now you can get your bachelor's in 2 years because they have a flex path. It's open. They now understand that you don't need all these miscellaneous classes. People are more aware that they don't have to take these general classes. They can just bypass them. They can test out of them. And I don't mean to take the miracle out of, you know, what has been preached to us over the years, but at the same time, it's like, okay, if you're going to be on this channel, if you're going to follow along here on this channel and just tap in to hear what I have to say, I am about science, not Scientology. I believe them motherfuckers are evil. They only study science so that they can conquer, so that they can steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah. They are not about organic life and preserving natural life. They are all about preserving their vices, their root chakra, their lust. No lie. But back to what I was saying. I'm on here and I'm speaking sidereally. Why do I hear, it almost sounds like I hear sirens. Unless that's my car or the wind blowing, but it sounds like I hear sirens. Like police, you know, the ambulance, the police. That's what I'm hearing. But it's like a faint sound. And that's another thing. I'm going through an ascension, and my gifts are heightening. I can hear much more clearly now. I can see things much more clearly. Like the energy that for context reason, the spiritual gifts that I have, I can attract things. I speak it and it happens. Except for this one thing that I keep wanting, but it's not happening yet. There's a reason why it's not happening yet. And I believe I know why. I believe believe I know why. However, it's like it's a bit overwhelming at times, because I feel like I'm all over the place. Like I'm talking now, I feel like I'm all over the place, and I don't even know if I'm going to post this. But I may just do it because as I'm rambling on, somebody is able to pick from this. And not just one person, there may be many that when I say something and then it moves on to the next thing. I say something and then it moves on to the next thing. So it's like every time I move on to the next thing, it's like something for this person, something for this person, something for this person. There's other things that I'm picking up on too. And then like the biggest thing for me, going through my initiation, going through my ascension, the more I ascend, the more I become aware that when things come to me, they are not for me. They are not here to save me. They are here to support. They are here to receive, transmute, alchemize, and then give back out because somebody else needs it in a certain way. It's like the antidote. It's an antidote. For me, a lot of things that I consume, my body can naturally transmute and turn it into an antidote. There are other people like this. It's not me. This is not the Jesus complex. There's no one chosen one. None of that. There are many, and there will be many more. Is there anything else that is coming forth that needs to be poured out at this time? Talking to the ancestors, talking to the Most High. It's another crazy thing that came across. I could speak to other people's ancestors. This is weird. Although it shouldn't be, because I become aware that I'm a sage. So I've been given authority to speak across different realms. Makes sense because I can see people's shadows. And part of my mission, part of my purpose is to help people heal their shadows. Just gonna put on my blanket. And also, there was something